What's up, good people? Miss you. It's been a minute since we have done a curls. In fact, I've been so caught up trying to figure out this e-learning thing. There goes my dog. That I've kind of lost sight or lost track of our curls. So props and respect to the people who reached out and are like, "Hey, Kasiba, how about some curls?" Well, ask and you shall receive, my favorite quarantines. Today's curls is the difference between a badass and a jackass. Seems to be a lot of confusion about this in our society today. Believe it or not, I've actually sat down with a number of social scientists and my students to really break down what it means to be either a badass or a jackass. We've been able to identify specific distinguishing characteristics of what we deem badassery or jackassery. So, without further ado, here is today's curl. Badasses command respect. They're humble. They let their actions speak for themselves. They don't need to self-promote or persuade other people how great they are. They don't need to go on these campaigns to convince people that they're great, because anyone who just observes how they operate can tell they are great. They exude greatness. They don't need to persuade other people. Jackasses, on the other hand, demand attention. They are the look at me people. Right? They're all talk, they're no substance. Right? And unless you are the greatest of all time at whatever it is you choose to do in life, if you're walking around constantly telling others how great you are, probably not that great. Right? Because if you were, you wouldn't need to try so hard to convince everybody that you were great. Right? So be weary of those folks that are constantly just walking around telling people how great they are at everything, because they're probably jackasses, unless they happen to be some kind of child prodigy. But that's unlikely. I constantly tell my students that getting attention is not the same thing as getting respect. Right? In a world where we equate attention, recognition, fame with success, sometimes we lose sight of this. Right, and what I used to tell my students when I taught grade school all the time is that people don't laugh with clowns, they laugh at clowns. Right, I would rather be a humble, good, self-respecting human being than the most famous joke or clown or jackass in the world. Right, just because you got people paying attention to you doesn't mean you're a badass. In fact, if you're sacrificing your morals, your ethics, integrity, shame, self-respect, human decency, just so you can get attention, fame, or fortune, right? Those folks don't deserve respect. They deserve to be considered a joke, because they are an unfunny joke of a human being. Badasses are selfless. Right? They're not out for themselves. They're out to make the world a better place. In fact, the world is a better place because they are alive. Even if their good works are not widely recognized, they don't stress out about that, because they're not doing it for recognition or attention. They're doing it because they believe it's the right thing to do, and they want to do good. Jackasses, on the other hand, right, they use people. They tear down others for their own personal gain. Right? They only care about doing what benefits them, and will throw other people that they claim to like or respect or even love under the bus as soon as they are no longer of use to them. This entire unit has been the study of some of the biggest badasses in American history, but just in case you're looking for some more concrete examples or just looking for some feel-good videos, check out these badasses. The videos are embedded into the slides that I've posted on our Google Classroom, and they are the embodiment of badassery. All right, folks, that's it for now. Love you. Talk to you soon.